Striving towards academic excellence, Southern Luzon State University continues to flourish and produce globally competent biologists equipped with necessary skills as future professionals. As part of this initiative, this academic year, 6 students took the challenge to expand their biological horizons through a collaboration with the UPLB Museum of Natural History. The UPLB Museum of Natural History is one of the nation's repositories of the Philippine biological diversity. Comprising more than 250,000 preserved biological specimens, it houses a diverse collection of plants, animals, fungi, microbial culture, and its byproducts, which can be found in various areas within the Philippine premise. The museum not only aims to showcase the rich biodiversity of the country, but to immortalize these life forms and to keep unraveling its diversity that are yet to be explored as well. The Museum of Natural History comprises several sections, but the student interns are only confined to 4 of them. Microbial culture collection comprises diverse strains of microorganisms that were collected and cultured for long-term preservation for scientific research.
So, microbiology section, pero generally yung aming project, ang importance niya ay mainly ginagawa namin ay nag-screen kami ng antibiotic resistant na bacteria kasi nga ang antibiotic resistance, yung spread nito ay parang isang global threat sa public health ng mga tao. Kasi, ayun, nakamamatay yung antibiotic resistance. So, nag-start siya sa mode isolate, so from revival, then purification, and then characterization ng colony morphology and preservation gamit yung water stock, extraction ng DNA, and tumulong din sa paggawa ng PCR cocktail and generally yung pag-amplify ng 16S RNA gamit ang PCR. Yan.
Prior to the OJT proper kasi sobrang uncertain ko talaga kung anong career yung ipapursue ko. So I told myself na I would take this internship as an opportunity not only to explore but to decide na rin talaga kung anong path ba yung ipapursue ko after college. Ako kasi personally, I have 2 major considerations when it comes to choosing. The first one is the personal interest of mine, and then the second one is the skills that I have for that particular job. Interest-wise, masasabi kong enough na rin yung naging exposure namin dati sa university namin, so I was able to narrow down my options. So for this internship, specifically, I was eyeing to assess my skills specifically in the field of microbiology. To answer the question, yes, definitely. Through this internship, I was able to determine the strengths and weaknesses that I have as a biologist, and I was able to utilize the skills that I have acquired in our university. And at the same time, nagkaroon din ako ng mga practical application experience sa mga bagay na before I theoretically lang ako aware. So, masasabi kong malaking bagay siya for me kasi kapag ganun, mas effective yung learning process, mas nauunawaan ko siya, and for certain, mas maia-apply ko siya. So, sobrang thankful ako sa MNH community because of this experience, I was able to erase a major chunk of my worries away when it comes to my skills, and because of that, hindi na ako masyadong nalilimit, and at the same time, mas na-boost yung confidence kong i-pursue yung path na gusto ko talagang kunin after college. Mycological Herbarium is a leading depository of fungal collections in the country. It houses over 11,000 ascomycetes, basidiomycetes, and myxomycetes, including Dr. Trisita H. Kimio's significant collections.
Ang mycology section ay isa sa mga matandang herbarya na nagtatago ng mga historical specimen. Siya ay dated pa nung 1820s, ang aming pinakamatanda, and ay patuloy naming pinipreserba.
So I can only actually think of 4 major things that I made you do para matulungan kami dito sa Mycological Herbarium. Una ay yung pagtulong sa pag-digitize ng information dito sa Mycological Herbarium. Number 2, I made you go to the Makiling Botanical Garden to look at the Philippine fungal biodiversity present at the said botanical garden. And then number 3 was to make you create a video that would help us in the International Biodiversity Day at the Dayap National High School. So as part of our outreach program here at the MNH. Number 4 was to make you experience extracting the genomic DNA of specimens held here at the Mycological Herbarium.
For some reason, yes, I think it's because I had a direct exposure sa herbarium collection, and parang somehow I get to know more about fungi, specifically the macro and microfungi as well as the lichen. And being the one who has an enthusiasm in the field of mycology, kasi nga dun umikot yung undergraduate thesis ko. So I get curious whenever may malalaman akong bago about fungi, kasi di ba nga hindi naman sila gaanong napag-aaralan pa. So that fact led me to that drive na maging curious kung ano pa nga bang meron sa kanila. And why not focus my attention to them kapag ako na yung nagre-research, which is, I think, the career I really wanted to pursue in the future.
The Botanical Herbarium is an organized collection of preserved plant specimens that are preserved, cataloged, and systematically arranged for future studies and references.
So, ang Botanical Herbarium ay pangalawa ito sa may pinakamadaming koleksyon sa Pilipinas. At yung mga koleksyon dito ay hindi lang lamang matatagpuan sa Pilipinas, kundi meron ding iba't ibang ambag, yung iba't ibang lugar sa ating mundo. So yung botanical sections, iba't ibang mahahalagang koleksyon yung makikita mo dito. So yung tinatawag naming mga type specimens, may mga ilan na dito mo lang siya makikita na nakadeposit. And yung holdings ng aming collections ay nagre-range siya from bryophytes, so andyan din yung ating pteridophytes, gymnosperms, and flowering plants or yung angiosperms. So hindi man natin makikita lahat ng plant species dito sa Pilipinas, pero yung mga mahalagang koleksyon ay naandito sa atin. At ito ay ginagamit ng mga estudyante sa pag-aaral ng taxonomy at systematics. So, si Christine and si Kay, so 200 hours yung commitment nila sa internship nila sa Botanical Herbarium. So, patapos na sila. Ito yung final week ng ating mga interns. So, for 200 hours, syempre yung first day nila or yung first 2 days, andyan yung mag-acclimatize pa sila kasi ibang environment ito. So, bukod sa akin, meron ding mga ate at kuya sila dito. So, yun yung si Paul, yung aming MNH volunteer, at the same time, graduate assistant din. Si Ate France, yung aming DOSCCIP fellow, and si Chabs, si Ate Chabs, siya naman yung ating project staff. So, yung almost 3 weeks ng ating mga interns ay nag-encode sila ng ating mga mosses na specimens. So, after nilang mag-encode, nagkaroon din sila ng activity sa pag-process ng ating mga collected specimens sa ating Nicer Caves na project site. So, natuto silang mag-mount ng specimens. At yung pinaka-last na pinagawa ko sa kanila ay nag-research sila on herbarium techniques about mosses.
Actually, I think all of my experiences during my on-the-job training are considered notable. This included the process of plant pressing and mounting, which is a crucial task that contribute to the preservation and display of plant specimens. However, perhaps the most significant experience was taking part in the digitization project, which aimed at ensuring that these invaluable specimens remain accessible for future generations of researchers and enthusiasts. Additionally, the strong connections and friendships that developed with the dedicated staff and volunteers during our on-the-job training. Moreover, for individuals keen on starting their career in this field and eager to enhance their expertise, I wholeheartedly believe that this place provides an excellent foundation and vast experiences.
For a month of my internship at the UP-Albi Museum of Natural History in the Botanical Herbarium section, I found it an enriching experience, especially for someone who is passionate in learning theoretical and practical skills in botany and interacting with the experienced researchers and staffs has provided me valuable insights into scientific process of herbarium techniques, including collection and processing of specimen and databasing. And I can say that they are dedicated in expanding our knowledge within the field. Also, kapag pumupunta kami ng field, although we didn't have the opportunity to collect specimens, I really enjoyed observing and learning new things with them. And beyond the practical skills and knowledge I've acquired, I'm grateful for a sense of belonging within the small community. And it's a privilege to be part of this small community even for a short period of time.
The Zoological and Wildlife Collection is a significant collection of the Philippine and Southeast Asian fauna, including birds and mammals. It holds over 1/3 of the preserved specimens of birds around the world.
So, ang tingin kong importance nito mga collections natin dito sa D.S. Rabor Wildlife Collection, dito sa Mycological Herbarium, at iba't iba pa mga collections sa Museum of Natural History, dito natin nakukuha yung information, dito natin nakukuha yung history, dito natin nakukuha yung datos, kumbaga, ng kung ano yung natural history, basically, kung ano yung meron ng Pilipinas for, let's say, the last century, let's say, the past 50 years, and so on. So, itong mga ganitong klaseng collection, nagagamit ito ng mga estudyante, ng mga researchers, lalo-lalo na yung mga tao na walang access sa ganitong mga collections, para lalo pang palawakin ang mga aral, kumbaga, tungkol sa mga ganitong klaseng hayop, mga ibon na nakikita natin sa Pilipinas, o yung mga hindi na natin nakikita, no? Yung mga critically endangered, mga pa-extinct na ng mga species natin. Ang importance din nito, gaya ng sinabi ko nga kanina, ay yung history, kumbaga. Kaya nga tayo nandito sa Museum of Natural History, dito natin pinapangalagaan itong mga specimens, itong mga collections na to. Kasi in the future, may possibility na hindi na natin makikita itong mga hayop na to, itong mga halaman na to, itong mga specimen na ganito dito sa iba't ibang mga collection rooms natin. And isa ito sa mga paraan, mga collections ay isa sa mga paraan para dito kayo mag-aral nang hindi kayo lumalabas, nang hindi kayo gumagamit na hindi kayo pupunta sa mga kabundukan, sa mga agubatan. At hindi nyo na kailangang hawakan, hindi nyo na kailangang humuli ng mga hayop or ng halaman para lang mapag-aralan itong mga species or mga specimens. Yeah.
Okay, dito sa D.S. Rabor Wildlife Collection, meron tayong current project. Ito yung tinatawag nating digitization na project. So, ang ating interns na si Nina at si Elaine ay sila yung tumulong sa atin para continue yung digitization efforts natin. Particularly dito sa birds. So, yun, tinuruan namin silang gumamit ng mga certain mga equipment para makunan ng mga litrato yung ating mga tinatawag na representative specimens dito sa D.S. Rabor Wildlife Collection.
I obtained so much experience during my internship at the Rabor Wildlife Collection, from the selection of representative specimen of each family for digitization of preserved specimens up to identifying the birds and their calls. Syempre di lang yun, I also acquired skills in data encoding and the use of software and equipment that are essential for documenting the flora and fauna. The most memorable experience during my internship was roaming around UPLB campus and hiking at the Mount Makiling to birdwatch and capture wildlife photos. Natutuwa ako na nakita ko in real life ang mga species na noon ay nakikita ko lamang sa mga libro. Thanks to the Zoological and Wildlife Collection, it was such a privilege na makita ang iba't ibang preserved species.
To be honest, before I went to UPLB MNH for my internship, I wasn't really sure what profession I wanted to pursue after finishing my undergrad course. And as a graduating student, this was quite frustrating since others already had a clear idea of what they wanted to pursue in the future. So choosing the zoological section at the D.S. Rabor Wildlife Collection turned out to be a path that helped me gain some clarity on the things that I really wanted to do.
And yes, I can say that I have acquired new skills that I can utilize in my future profession, especially the specimen imaging as part of the institution's digitization project, since I had never encountered this kind of things before. Hindi lang kasi siya basta-bastang imaging eh. Since it requires decision-making skills, select representative specimen, camera setting skills for the imaging process, editing skills for the final product image, and of course, communication skills dahil sa Rabor, we don't just work individually but rather as a group, as a team. Kailangan marunong din tayo makipag-interact sa mga kasamahan natin, especially sa supervisors natin, kasi katulong natin sila sa pag-decide while doing the job, and mas maganda magiging output kapag ganun, kasi you're putting everyone's idea. And of course, I also learned skills in macro and wildlife photography, in which I took pictures of birds and other wildlife species around the lower campus and sa MMFR, and I admit that my passion for photography was reignited because of this experience. And yes, the skills I have learned throughout my internship journey here at UPLB-MNH will play a significant role in the new chapter of my life after I graduate. So, ayan, kudos to my mentors and supervisors at the DS Robor Wildlife Collection. I owe my amazing experience to you. Thank you so much po.
Hands-on projects, expert mentorships, skill enhancement, and the opportunity to build valuable professional connections are all the integral parts experienced by the SLSU students on their exciting journey as interns in the Museum of Natural History.